Hey, strong. I ride it. I'm a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. I ride it. I'm a surfboard emergency. Ain't worried, they ain't notice me. Strong. Gotta get paid. Go long till I'm 6 feet. I'm pocket full on repeat. Strong, pocket full on repeat. Gotta count up and up and down. Picture going about 100 miles. That road can't miss now. Standing tall, ready, always on go. Sending me the pin pal. P.O. said slow down, so I caught the wave and I skipped town. 16 was on under age, there's 12 jurors in a mistrial. They seen I was underpaid, said you wide, no 10 tile. I need like a man, even if your eyes don't dare to me. Touchdown like I had a 6 with a shimmy.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
Okay, what?
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
Head coach and I'm on the court. Referee when I'm shooting 3. Put sweat in it to the green. So my water I can barely breathe.
What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your boy, Mr. Know-It-All, and I'm here with the lovely Miss Bella, ready to get this show started. Tell them what we talking about tonight. You know what time it is. We got to get it in and do
it. We got to get it started. Look, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Marcus Honeysucker on YouTube, Mr. Know-It-All on Facebook. If you want to send him some love, the information is beginning to scroll across the bottom of the screen. But one other thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing. But here for this subject, are DL women a thing? Let's talk about it. Beware. Something different is going on with ladies. Let's uncover something. Oh, Lord.
What's up, Cent? Up in his house.
Hello, hello.
We finna get gay. Okay.
So what's your intake? So do you think DL women is a thing?
Yeah. And
how much of a thing?
I'm gonna tell you how deep down a thing it is. That's why a lot of women like to call a lot of men probably DL, because they know how many women is on the DL. And they like, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
If there's this many women on the DL, it got to be some dudes out there. You know what I'm saying? Not that many men, but it got to be a lot of them. But I'm gonna tell you, first time when I knew that it was, a lot of DL women out there, because a DL woman, the one told me about how many DL men there was in the club. So I was like, him? Yeah, him too. He be there. Him. So it was one of them things that just being around, because just being around certain people, they kind of let you in on what's happening. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just like I put it away. It's just like how a young person is trying to tell an old person how the new thing, how stuff new is happening around that. Like, in reality, you don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? But in other reality, the youngster know what the kiss on the neck mean. Certain hair color, certain
flowers that's represented.
Tattoos, even with the rainbow and other, different word language and stuff on people's cars. You know what I'm saying? They know how to identify other people. You know what I'm saying? And what happened a long time ago is we stopped being able to identify, you know, what's going on or stop caring. Just like, oh, see, the new thing was everybody doing so much stuff, so people just say, just stay out my business. I stay on, just stay out my business, stay out my business. So the more you stayed out of everybody's business, the stuff they was doing on the DL, you just didn't know. So a lot of women, sometimes they point fingers and this and that, and a lot of times uh, a, a lot of women that was getting mad at men and throwing them out the household is because they friend girl that was over there had already started licking on her or something. So that he was already pushed out before he even knew it. All right, come on.
So Gina Fowler, Mama Sharice Fowler, murdered last Wednesday, is in need of Christmas items for her 4 grandchildren. She is now accepting donations.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm sure if you can share any information, if someone on this podcast would care to donate towards the Fowler family for the death of their mother and father, whatever, for the children for Christmas. Tisha, put some information in the thing for us if you could.
Okay, there go telephone number and stuff like that.
Okay. You can always go back to the show, check the comments, the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think I heard about that. What it a murder suicide or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Like what the kids was left in the house or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was sad. Yeah.
And I think the eldest child at the time was 7, something like that.
Yeah, and they stayed in the. I think I shared that link on with the police with the chief of police talking about it. Yeah. And I was like, wow, they said they stayed over there. I think they said Thursday, Friday, Saturday or something, or was it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday or something?
All I know was since Wednesday until Sunday or something like in the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was sad. Okay. And what we was on right then. Like I was saying, you mess around and you look at stuff and you don't even know that the friend that helped pack your clothes and push you on out the house already doing it. Like they say, you ain't got to worry about Jody no more. Sometimes you got to worry about Jane.
Oh my goodness.
So a lot of men didn't know that at the time, and they finding out the hard way sometimes these days. So I mean, it's a different, how to say, it's a different world we live in. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
All right.
What's up? Okay, so let's get into it. All I can say is let's get into it. And we got a lot of topics. Yes, it has. Big Dog said it's been going on for years. Yep. And a lot of people are always saying that a lot of, with men and women breaking up and they acting like the man broke up all these happy homes. There's a lot of women broke up these happy homes, these marriages, these relationships with kids. It's a lot of women, you know, that slipped in there behind the man and this and that, and broke up some happy homes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like if you look on the other side, there's a lot of dudes around here saying they gay and still sticking D up in your woman. Now her gay friend is also piping her down and stuff. So it's a whole lot of this stuff going on that people don't understand. But until you open your eyes, both eyes up wide open, you won't even understand what's going on around you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just sometimes don't realize all these other actions that's going around you. You be sitting up here thinking that, you know, a lot of us think that you know, like, what did I do wrong in the relationship? No, sometimes you ain't do nothing wrong. Sometimes
Mhm.
the person that got up under her just was doing a lot of things right. And it ain't because it gonna last forever. See, a lot of this stuff is temporary fixes. And
Mhm.
um a lot of men and women get tricked into temporary fixes. Somebody come in a little bit, you know, feeling good or whatever, and then next thing you know, they act. They act like flight. Like these same DL women that's what's name, they don't want to be on Front Street. So they'll come and they'll get under your girl and all that, but soon that girl want to put her out there and want to make it public, she gonna, I ain't down with that one there because that's the whole part of them being on the deal. They don't want their
Mhm.
business out there. And a lot of people don't realize when you mess with some of these ladies that sometimes have careers, got children, they don't want to know this and that. And see, a lot of people, we want to know, I want the world to know. And
Mhm. They get in their feelings, want you to tell
part
everybody.
that's the whole part of people being on the DL on a lot of things because they don't want the world to know. So, you know, a lot of these relationships and stuff is going to the birds. You know, read it.
Nova said, what if you have a woman, father absent from their children life, but you step up and get all the absent BS? What if you have a woman,
Uh-huh.
the father is absent from their children life, but you step up to be in their children's life and get all the absent BS, like you're getting the BS because the other person isn't there? Is that what he's saying?
Okay, what it is, I already see where he going. Uh, it's like you stepping in to raise some, you know, kids that's not yours, and you catching all this flack that you think that really probably sometimes was aimed at the daddy, but now it's being aimed at you. And
Hmm.
it's like sometimes they expect a stepdaddy to come in and be a better daddy to the stepchild than the daddy was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And if you put all this weight on a man's shoulder that barely know a kid and the kid barely know him, and they just trying to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? They just
mhm.
get to know each other. And sometimes that puts you in a bad predicament in that form because say that's why it's hard now to step in a place being a stepdad. I put it away. When I was doing the stepdaddy role back then, because I call it a role because it's something like a play. You can play
Right.
you can play the game, but sometimes it ain't gonna never be all the way real because really you ain't gonna never be his daddy. And one day you're gonna get that wake-up call where that child gonna confront you and say, "You not my daddy," or something that gonna make you say, "Man, I raised this kid since he was 3 years old." And this little dude had the nerve to say, "I ain't my daddy." And his daddy might have been dead or incarcerated or just missing in action. Don't even want the child. You got, people out here like that. And what he's saying is, instead of being rewarded because he came in and was a real man to do all this, sometimes he can feel like he being demonized, and like he probably trying his best, and he being demonized like he supposed to be so much better than the dude she left. But when you got to look at it, all us men, when you just, when what's name, all us men, and some people can handle stuff a little better than other people. Some people might be more financially stable than other people, but I don't think, like, sometimes it's according on. I'm gonna tell you, big dog. If a woman choose the side of the kid over you, you probably just gonna have to you just gonna have to roll on, because what gonna happen is you ain't gonna never get a level of respect that you want, that you always gonna be fighting for. Because I remember, you remember when you saw that video, I think it was earlier this year, where the big grown stepson, I think he was about 28, 32, moved back in the house, and the man was talking about how he paid all the bills, and he was like, "Man, need to do something, chip in or something." And she said, "He ain't got to pay no bills. He's staying here till he get on his feet, and I don't care what you say." You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that man got to know that it ain't no future in it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no skin in the game. And especially if they very young children, sometimes you go into it. If you never have, now if you got young children and you have a child with her and y'all create that little bond or something like that. But I think if you got young children and you try to go in there, step in with that, you're gonna realize it's gonna be a long, slow, painful thing to you. Because if you step in and you got like just say a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, something like that, man, you're gonna step in there and then you're gonna realize by the time they get 8 and 9, and when they really realize that you ain't their daddy, that they gonna start treating you worse and worse, and then they gonna start doing the ultimate thing, is calling they real daddy on you. And you in the house. So I think that business there is almost over with. The serious stepdaddy, it take a special man and it take a special woman to allow a man to come in there and be a stepdaddy in this day and age where kids can almost not be touched and they can damn near do whatever and get away with it. They probably could slap you and then start filming your ass and waiting on you to hit them back so they can call the police. They ready to set you up and everything. They'll be sitting over you while you sleep, filming you, pouring water. They'll terrorize you. You will be a meme every week. You know what I'm saying? And I just think in the world we live in today, and how COVID let us know how bad our kids really was, because you had to be around them all the time. And I think now, just being a stepdad with the music and the non-caring and this and that, you'd be crazy to be a stepdad in that. I hate to say it like that, but you really be kind of lost your mind. Best thing you could do these days is, you know, if you're a man, if you can have your own, and maybe you work with us, she have her own, and y'all meet somewhere and y'all work it out where y'all have a good agreement or something like that. Because I don't I don't think that that other way where dude moving in and you ain't got no kids in the game and she got 2 or 3 kids, man, you at a gun range, you at a firing range.
Mhm.
That's just how bad it is. That's how bad they gonna be on your ass because it gonna be bad. But I'm gonna get back on the. I'm gonna get back on the. Pow! Let's go. First question. Come on with it.
So men and women keep their sexuality a secret behind closed doors on the down low. So they keep their sexuality a secret, but behind closed doors, they DL. Think that's true?
Yeah,
Possibility.
yeah. I mean, these days it's not even vilified like that. It's like a lot of women have a little bit in me, you know, like because it's like you look around and every woman then kind of slapped another woman on the butt or some. You don't meet men, you know, a lot of men unless you playing football and they're barely doing basketball and stuff like that. But you don't catch men tapping each other on the butt like that no more. Like in the
Hmm.
football game, even back in the day, you see men, oh man, good play, pow, you know, this and that. Man, don't do that no more. You don't watch football and see men slapping each other on the booty. You don't see
Not
that.
too often.
No, not never. Not no more. They tap heads, hit the helmet, jump up, clap, all that, might dance or something. But they don't slap each other on the booty no more. Them days
You
over.
know that, yeah, because there was a guy that was openly um naming his sexuality that played football or something,
Right.
wasn't it?
And after that,
Okay.
with no more tapping
That's when
on
the
the
stuff see
booty.
no more backdoor action. Oh, okay.
Oh, that didn't even sound right. None of that. So, I mean, it just a lot of things changed, you know, when because you had the first openly gay basketball player. I think they were back in 2009. They started slapping boobies in basketball. They don't do that type of stuff like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They don't do that. I think even when Kobe was around, I think last time when I seen him and I thought he was gonna pat a joker on the booty, he reached way down to his thigh, way down at the bottom by his knees, and slapped him on the back of his leg like that. All that old booty patting, you can Google that up. Them patting days over. Yeah.
So
So
no more patty cake.
yeah, if they patty caking on the booty, okay, my bad. But yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people. Uh, I'm gonna tell you, when we all watched R. Kelly, the closet when he was doing all them different every week.
Queens,
Every
uh-huh.
week he had a new scene about some weird stuff going on, this and that. See, little old little old Mississippi didn't know nothing about that. Atlanta knew about that. You know, some big cities, California, you know what I'm saying? San Francisco, you know, we used to just know exactly where you could, oh, that probably happened here or that happened there. It didn't
Hmm.
really on how you call this, the church belt buckle, what they call it, the church Is that
The
right?
Bible Belt.
Bible Belt. The Bible Belt, it didn't really happen in them Bible Belt states. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen in them Bible Belt states. But now, um, you getting you look around and you be like, wow. I mean, I go, I look around and it's like night and day. And when I look back and I look back 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying, and how people move, and I look at it now and I'm like, wow, it's a big change. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like this here, like I knew back then. I knew it was, I knew it was different people around. I just say different right now. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was different people around, and I respect everybody to be different. But this is what I used to say. People used to ask me, "Oh, is you against this?" And that? I said, "No. I believe they should be just as miserable with somebody as the straight person." So even if somebody weird or different or doing something a little different, uh, yeah, go and get you a partner, and y'all try to work out in a household, and y'all gonna be just as mad as a regular man, just a regular straight man and woman relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got, and now we got the statistics where the abuse is 3 times more in in different relationships.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we got statistics now. So we can't just say, oh yeah, men being around here. Ho, 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 ho. No, no. Men are beating on men, and women are beating on women now. You know what I'm saying? And them couples, the men and women, they ain't doing so much of that, this and that, because I'm gonna tell you this, and people thought I was crazy when I was saying this. What now, this is just my little theory sometimes. Okay, what made a lot of women choose to stay with women like that? I think because if I'm looking at it in a woman's perspective, if you pick another woman and you date another woman, and like you get out of work, you come home, and then the other woman come there and she started talking crazy to you, you looking at her like, man, I'll beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? It's not a true patriotic or, you know, I run this type world, or the man the head. It's not a actual head of the household. If you look at it on both sides, it's not an actual head of the household, because even if I done seen 2 women or 2 men, just seeing 2 men together or 2 women, sometimes you don't know which one is the leader. You know what I'm saying? Like both
Mm-hmm.
feminine, but you got to think about it. Even that one that got on all the makeup and feminine with their hair and this and that, if that other one acting fool, that joker probably turned straight into a man and start whooping on the other one's tail. So it's an even battle right there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
so what it is how you have everybody want this equal type of partnership. That's how they can get it. They can get it through being with somebody that they can put hands on too and feel like they win. Whoever get the first lick in probably win in them kind of relationships. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
I mean, we just got to look at it different. We don't want to sit up there and say what it is, but it is what it is. Sometimes when it comes, yeah. Come on with the next.
So most Black families I know have at least one happy member, but that information is a secret, kept so quiet that it feels almost like a betrayal to vow into it. So a lot of people chooses not to talk about things like that, especially those that have a religion orientation connected to their lives. They make you hush hush up on that. Don't talk about that.
I don't know, because I think the only person that really can't see it sometimes,
The parents. You think?
parents and um and I think a lot of ladies in general can't see that sometimes, because I didn't sit there and I didn't step in the room and see how jokers act and move, and I'd be like, oh, they're good, and they'd be like, no. I'd be like, you can't see that. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? A
Yeah, I
lot of
hear you.
people can't see it. I mean,
They
just,
be in denial.
you think that what it is?
Yeah. A lot of people want to accept what they believe should be. Like K Sarah Sarah, whatever they think should be whatever it is.
Right.
And a lot of people be in denial of just accepting what somebody has choose to do in their lives.
Well, I think like you said, a lot of people probably be in denial of a lot of stuff, but I think sometimes you just got to you wake up and you say, yeah, yeah, I know what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
men, like old school, a lot of old school men can see some stuff. You can see how the mama raising the child. You can see I say you can. I'm gonna put it this way, and this has stuff start. Men walk around in their mama clothes. Just throwing on anything, even a house shoe with the furry fronts or whatever. Just walking to the store to get a cigar, whatever he doing. But if he feel that comfortable leaving out the house, looking a certain kind of way, or in the house with people in there with a certain kind of way, if he can't put on something and look in the mirror and don't see the difference in being a man and being, what's name, he is right there on the fringe. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
got to call him back home because um, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on with them. You don't know who they, got close to them or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of our kids been violated and other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They
Because
don't even talk about it.
people don't even realize when I came up, you got to think about it. Most people that we knew that was had turned the other way, they either had got a lot of them got molested, some of them got taken advantage of, some got people older than them, you know, in their 20s and they in their teens, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So it's a lot of stuff. It's like we not watching over our kids good enough. We think we are, but we are not. You know what I'm saying? Because see, back in the day, I put it away. I say some of us are, but a lot not. See, back in the day, we monitor who they friends was, and if we seen they friends gonna take them down the wrong way, like you ain't playing with him no more. I don't care if you like him. I don't care, but I bet not ever catch you around him no more. That's how mamas used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama used to be like, "No, you are not hanging." It was a couple people in my neighborhood. My mom be like, "Nah." I catch you over his house and beating your ass. You know what I'm saying? So people got to realize you got to raise your kid, not just supply him with, not just
Once.
maintain him. See, maintaining is just feeding him, clothing him, and just talk to him, making him, might do a little thing, clean your, half clean your room or something. That's maintaining. See, really raising them is okay, where when he wake up, he know he better have his room clean or he can't go outside.
Right.
See, that's when you raising a child. When that child know that he got to have his room clean or he got to have some a certain way or he can't do it, you got to eat your vegetables before you eat the sweets. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to raise kids and now we sitting up here maintaining kids and we calling it raising. And I was telling a dude the other day, like, sometimes people think, okay, a woman raised, 3, 4 kids and all of them graduated and none of them got in trouble. And you don't think men was in there, had a big part of their life to make sure they didn't get in trouble? See, when you're on the backside, just looking in from the outside, it looked like it, but guess what? I bet you them kids when it was around their uncles and big bros and all kind of football or baseball or programs where they was around men, they kind of mentored them all the time. Because when you find and how hard it is, because you got to think about it, you got football players like Magic Johnson, his son. You got people that if they family cut them off, they probably wouldn't know how their whole thing. See, that's new world. The whole thing of them being able to survive is talking bad about their family, because without them talking about their family, they have nothing to brag on about themselves. What do you Magic Johnson's son as being other than Magic Johnson's son? I don't even know his name. You know what I'm saying?
Well, oh, that's the son that wear dresses and everything,
Yeah.
right? Oh,
But what you know him from?
I just know that he cross-dressed and that he's Magic Johnson.
Don't even know it.
I don't even know his name and that he's tall.
All right. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan's son, what you know him of? Snorting some cocaine, man. Because he was messing with the Scottie Pippen wife, Laura Pippen. And they caught him early this year before they broke up, snorting powder and stuff. So sometimes they get so rich, all they known for is buying shoes and snorting powder. That's it. What else you know Jordan's son from? Going to get his daddy's signature to make money. Hey, my name Jordan. I can get you a shoe signed by my daddy. You give me $1,000. He can make a living just that. He can make a living just getting his dad one of his daddy's shoes or whatever, or just saying he buy he can get 12, 13 or whatever his size shoe his daddy wear and just have his daddy to sign them, and he can go make a living every day. He can take one pair of shoes or 2 pair of shoes every day and make him $2,000.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's the perks. All right, come on, read it.
Noble said, in this day and age, everybody wants to be approved and accepted. If it's easier now to identify as what you feel like, back in the day when I came up, it was not easy to get away from problems. Now social media, commercials, and the public promote that type of thing. We had to fight for it.
You know what? And I'm going to tell you this on that. These days, for having your own set different beliefs, you are attacked. You are attacked on social media or anything just by being different. You know what I'm saying? Like, Hell, if you're ugly, you're gonna be attacked. You just make your life, and if you're ugly, they're gonna share it 1,000 times. You like, oh man, I'm getting some. What's name? They be like, man, look at this ugly joker. Okay, I'm just saying though. I mean, it just done got kind of out there like that. Well, you just. But I'm gonna tell you, well, we're gonna get into it because I need to go down these topics because we got some good topics for them tonight. Come on with it.
Okay, so religious family members with don't ask, don't tell attitudes are simply because they were taught to not speak about things that made them different.
Mm.
So a lot of time people involved in church, they don't express how they do. They just move different on the DL. Keep it a secret.
Everybody know about the choir, boy. Everybody,
Every choir boy is not that.
no, but they've been talking about the choir boy so bad that just a regular dude don't even want to be the choir boy no more.
I know, right?
You
Don't even want
want
to
to do
spend
this
time
one
cleaning
this
and
like, I'm not. I'm gonna be a background singer. Oh, but you know what I'm saying? It just ain't got that bad that
yeah.
if he feel like he lead the choir, he know people gonna be thinking, you sing pretty good, player. You got a voice on you. Open your mouth quite wide. Okay, my bad. All right.
Look, this long strong.
I ain't messing with you. Come on.
So parents might disown you. The community or the church might turn its back. So then what do you do in those sense? So do you act undercoverly?
Can I tell
Is
you
that
something?
why that happens?
You know what makes it so bad?
What's
What's
that?
good is bad, what bad is good. Now, people would turn religion or turn more against the religion people than they would against the
The
person that's
people street. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That is so true.
what it is the person that is not acting biblical will get protected, and the person that's talking biblical will get
Will
scorned
be attacked. Mm-hmm.
because he might be telling the truth, but people don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? The
Mm-hmm.
truth. If you want to be hated, all you gotta do is start telling the truth. It's the same thing with me, just on here, just saying stuff, just from the heart, just trying to, be transparent. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people just don't like people just telling them how they see it. Now, I take all questions, and even when I'm not on the show, people talk to me, and I just give my honest opinion about stuff. And that's just how I always been. And, people don't, sometimes people don't like that. Go ahead. Next.
So secretly prey on women that may become vulnerable to your desires. So not P-R-A-Y, but P-R-E-Y, like you gonna get the women.
So, a lot of women have to worry about just walking around sometimes, and what men can't do, women have turned into the new men. You know how they used to say men can't whistle, men can't touch a woman on the booty, he can't do this, he can't do that. But women are running around slapping women on the booty. Hey baby, this and that. Oh, I need to take you home, me one. They doing this in the job area. And if it was a man, he'd get scorned. He would get
Yeah, harassment charges.
he'd had harassment charges. And see the thing about it, them harassment charges don't stick to women like they stick to men. And
No.
we don't see the hypocrisy where a woman can run around, slap another woman booty at the job and get away with it. But if a man do it, he done lost his job if he was there 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the part that and women are scared. Women are scared of other women because now women have bosses that's over them, and they're not the traditional man that's doing it. It might be a woman that's kind of throwing some little slick hints. Hey, when we're gonna hang out, when we're gonna go. See, if it was a man, he'd already been wrote up. But since it's a woman, it's all fine and dandy. And no, can't talk about the woman like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a painful thing. Come on, next one. Next one.
I'm sorry. So partly to prove herself normal by any means necessary, some try to experience with boys and may end up pregnant. So you try to prove to yourself or people that I'm not, I like boys, and you start playing with these boys and end up getting that thing, and thing knock you up, then what?
Yeah, it's the same thing, and I ain't gonna throw my boy under the bus, but you remember when Shannon Sharp did that little live video trying to, and people kind of said that it's very hard to go live on Instagram. And so you got to hit almost about 3 different buttons just to go live on Instagram. And all of a sudden he throw his phone over, and all of a sudden he just went live while he was having sex, but what they were hearing on the background, but he wasn't on camera. But then they were like, "Oh, that proved he not gay." No, that just that don't prove nothing. Then
Wait a
some
minute, I see. I be in not in the loop. I didn't know it. Shannon Sharp.
yeah,
Oh,
well, a lot of things be going on. You got to be mindful of that. Come on with it.
mm. Because it's the intent behind the pat on the butt. That's the biggest issue. Let's just keep it all the way real, fam. I hear you,
Okay,
Angie.
okay. So she says the attention. Okay, let's take it out of the context of women. Okay, if a man pat another man on the butt, what is the intention? If he trying to be friendly or what? What is the intention? Will he get shot or will he not? I'm just saying.
Possibility.
We can play this the intention role, but if you getting pat on the butt, you already is violating a thing already, because
Well, I said we're
that butt
talking
don't
about.
belong to you. That butt don't
Well,
belong to
well, in
you. Okay.
today's society, no. I remember coming up, I used to see football players like pat another man on the butt, like to help them up or to tell them good job or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But like she's saying, the intent of it. If somebody touch you on your butt, you've been out in places. Somebody come and touch you on your butt, there's something to it.
Listen. And listen, like I said, the intent, like I said, back in the day, the intent is different than right now. And what I'm saying now, everybody is judging. Let me tell you something. Everybody, I noticed this when I be watching people videos, isn't it? People be going back, even back in the day, and they go to watching videos of games. I seen somebody watching a video game about what's his name? He used to be in Lakers center. He used to be Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard. And
Hmm.
Dwight Howard, they said he got caught trying to get with a transsexual or something. Transgender.
Transgender person.
So they start going back and start looking at how he made people uncomfortable on the bench, how he was playing and grabbing on dudes and all that. So all of a sudden, you look at somebody who was doing this back then, and all of a sudden you see look at P. Diddy. P. Diddy had Mike Tyson uncomfortable on the couch. Go look at some video. The man tried to touch on Mike Tyson leg, and it's one of the dangerous people in America, and he was a young tiger. You know what I'm saying? And he had Mike Tyson like, hold on, player. You know what I'm saying? So we can say then is according on the intent in our head, but we don't know what's the intent in their head.
In the other person's head.
Right. So it's just
I
like
agree with you on that.
Yep.
So men pat men on the butt in sports, but it can be content behind that as well. They're not excluded either.
Used to. I think every now and then you get an old school coach pick up his player and pal or something like that. But listen, when I go to these games and stuff like that, that old pat in the butt, that stuff over with. If you watch an NFL game, I ain't watched that grown man NFL game. I haven't seen a pat on the butt in a long time. I haven't seen this pat on the butt. I done seen the head bunt. I done had the shoulder jump. What's the name? I done seen Joe go jump in the air and Joe catch him in there. But I ain't seen the pat on the butt. I ain't seen that in a minute. I think we just need to, a lot of people don't realize how much society has changed things lately. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It ain't like that no more. She said, ew, just ew. Yep. She said the intent is its intent behind every action. That's cause of action. And if it's not explained, how would you know what they are thinking? Let me tell you something. And see, this is what happens when you live in a woman's world. Because in a man's world, everybody want to run to that pat on the booty on the football team. But let's walk down the street, just like a woman at a party or this and that, and let a dude be dancing, and some man get behind him and say, go boy, pow. Come on now. He shot. He beat up. He shot or beat up.
You know how you go and you see some girls in environments and they're dancing on each other. If I ever saw a man dancing on another man, that would make me have second thoughts. I would have second thoughts about his action.
I seen a video the other day with the men in the locker room, and I seen a man dancing on a video, and he was doing that booty, and he went, what's his name? And everybody just went to, like they having fun or whatever. But I'm like, no, there wasn't that kind of moment. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure everybody looking at him like, oh, no. You know what I'm saying? She said, go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead.
Cross that court then.
I'm just saying, but everybody ain't looking at that. Because I'm telling you, in the real world, when you cross over to men at a party, a man dancing, have you ever, we talk about this slap on the butt, have you ever seen another man go over to another man at a party and say, you go, boy, get it, boy.
I shall.
Put that thing down, boy. Shine it. Look, film that booty, boy. Go, break that thing down, boy. You ever seen it? Come on, man. Come on, now. See, that's what I'm saying. What about the intent would be just for somebody doing something like that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an intent right there.
Why they hiding is the question. I want to know too.
Right. If you out there, get out there. That's what I say. She said, you must don't really be paying attention. They do it in wrestling. I just told you. See, y'all steady got that wrestling because wrestling ain't a real world. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of that old patting, when they pat on each other, see, let me tell you what wrestling do. See, because you ain't really paid attention to the wrestling world. See, I know about wrestling. See, when they pat and they do certain pets on each other and all kind of stuff, they letting them know that I'm finna do a move on you. This is orchestrated. They do certain pats, like even when they pat each other like 2 times or something on the shoulder, they letting them know I'm finna slang you over here. And I'm finna pick you up. This is a act. You know, when they wrestle, this is a whole act. When they hit a door and he flip over the top rope and stuff, they done practice this. They hitting him a certain kind of way where he gonna flip over that rope and he can hold on a little bit and don't hurt himself too bad on what's name. Because back in the day, the wrestlers used to have broken this, broken that, all that stuff all day, every day. Because a lot of them things they were practicing back then, but they wasn't as good as they is now. When you watch them now, it's a sight. You can tell it ain't real. You can tell it ain't real. You get a little look there and see them both throwing the dude in what's name, and then they count the steps before they grab and pick them up and then slam them a certain kind of way. Think about it. If we just go back and think about this here, guess how Hulk Hogan used to do the count of 3 on somebody? He used to go and just jump up and do a leg lock on a leg drop on somebody. And that's knocking somebody out for the count of 3. Come on, man. A leg drop. Or walk around and just put your leg just bam on top of somebody's chest. That don't hurt nobody nowhere on earth. You know what I'm saying? we don't even think about that now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the DDT, all that stuff was fake. You think a dude would take somebody's head and drive it into the mat? Bam! You know what I'm saying? Figure 4 leg lock was the one thing that was real, because boy, we used to try it at the park. So the dude put you in the figure 4 leg lock. Let me go. I give. It's over. She said, regardless, it's being done, period. Some act too damn good then. Well, but guess what? We ain't picked out how many in the wrestling industry is like this here. Think about it. They wearing tights and rubbing up on each other all day. Men rubbing on each other, just rubbing and what's the name? They waxed up. Hulk Hogan, all them boys used to get a tan and all that stuff before they jumped in the ring, wrestled on each other for 30 minutes. That. So the whole thing is what's name? All of them got a little old bitty little tight thing on. No, yeah, that's the only reason women watch wrestling.
No, that's why we start watching football. How big is your cup?
See, look at you. I already know what you were looking at, huh? And look, you don't even see their cups and what's name. It be in the locker room.
Not anymore.
Come on with the
Not anymore. They sitting on it.
Next one.
So some openly date men while secretly enjoy being with a woman.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That happens a lot. And it also happens when they that also happen when they kind of get you to how they say recruit. They might be dating a man, but then they might be recruiting, for a woman.
They're fun.
Other woman to join in and this and that. And then the woman might be acting like it's for the man, but most time is really for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the man just going along for the ride. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that man won't want that ride. Oh, okay, go ahead. Go ahead with them.
We look for a man phone, looking through it for women text. Should we better see what dudes they talking to? Hello.
That's a good way to look at it, because you know, Joker, you know, like you remember the old saying, if you look for something, you'll find it.
You'll find it.
I'm gonna tell you this. If you around your man and you think your man might be like that, you already know. You just don't want to believe it.
You just in denial.
Right. Because you see it.
Just like
You
just like
know,
when you feel your partner is out there, majority of the time it's out there. You just be in denial. Don't go looking for it, you're gonna find it.
right. You know, this man sitting up there be pushing you out the way of the mirror, and you up there sit up there and acting like you don't know what's going on around him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people
Yeah.
will play like they don't know what's going on. But you know, a
Yeah.
lot of people know what's going on around here. Come on with it.
Research clearly demonstrates that when it comes to what turns women on, they are either bi or happy, but never straight. That's what one of the researchers has said. So when you ask a woman what really turns her on, it's not either just straight. All of them either have something with bi or the happy side. So, that's what research says. How they say statistics.
Yeah, because we a lot of women don't want to admit sometimes that they curious. They bi curious.
Curiosity. That's what they used to say. Curiosity kills the cat. We got
Yeah.
to know what cat they were talking about. They never
Right,
told us.
right, and that's probably what they was talking about.
That's
But
the cat they were talking about. We didn't know
I
which meow was
remember
on the menu.
I remember working at the strip club. It's been a long time. All them folks died now. All the people that
Wait a
work.
minute, all the strippers died or what?
All the dudes that the dude that was over the strip club and
The
thing.
owners is
Hey,
okay, okay.
owners and shots out to old Gary gone too, and the other owners. But and old Charles. But what I'm trying to say is when I used to be up in the strip club and men and women, like anytime a man bring a woman up in there. See, one thing about it, if a woman is in the strip club, she might play like she not interested, but she interested. You know what I'm saying? So any woman in the strip club, like, it's already in the stripper's mind that it's all right to dance on them, it's all right to this and that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when people, if it's a couple in a strip club, sometimes they want to take one of them strippers home. They gonna pay off one of them strippers to take them with them and stuff like that. I know people that done rolled all the way down to New Orleans and rolled all the way up to Memphis and rolled all the way and trying to get away from their state, away from people that know them, to go get them an extra to add in so they can leave them where they at. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, just like you say, what they do, right? So as in research has said, it doesn't always be just straight. Some people curiosity make them want to know what it's like.
right.
And sometimes trying to find out what it's like, it puts you in a different position where you get caught up in something you probably don't know if your mind can handle it or not.
Right.
But Angela says some men don't want a woman. They keep them for society. Secretly wants men as well as women. Things are not what they seem. Life today is not like it was when we were coming up. That was frowned upon, but now it's normal. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And people are okay to talk about their sexuality and swing it how they want.
Right. And see, that's why I said it's not, especially on the woman's side, it's not frowned upon. Well, on women's side, it wasn't never frowned upon. You just had some women that didn't want people to know. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was
Yeah.
frowned upon. It was like you said, the church thing, the mama thing, they want your kids to know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now sometimes people be like, fuck them kids. Oh, okay, go ahead with that.
I have more respect for outright.
Man, and if you like
If you
booty,
like blue chicken,
Mhm.
blue chicken. It's
booty cat. That's what that is, booty cat.
booty cat. Okay.
Booty cat. I just thought about it. Hold on a second. You can't keep going. Hello.
Really?
What up? Yeah, you on the show now? Nah, they can't hear you. Yeah, you just click on the link. I'm on the show now. Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, I will. All right. My boy just told me to tell you. He said, "What's up?" He know you. He call you by your undercover name though.
Lord.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. He said, "That's my girl there. I know her." He called me by the other name. I said, "Oh, I know he know her now."
Don't be acting like I got a lot of names.
All right, go
What you
ahead.
talking about?
Yeah, you ain't hear when I said, "Yeah, that's her." Yeah. Okay. So just throw the peace sign up. I'll tell you who it was after.
I have an idea, but okay.
Okay.
Some women try to be your friend to sleep with you. Is that true? You think they want to be my friend to try me? Or to just turn me out, or just for fun? What you
Same
think?
thing what men do. Men try to be some juggle friend, not to just be their friend. They be like, boy,
They buy them cars and
like
clothes
if
and
you ever need a friend. Friend in need is a friend in need. I'm just saying.
No miss.
You just- hey, look. Hey, look, I had to answer the phone. Hey, look, he wanted to know.
Didn't even place it on me. Just hello.
Hey, look, Lisi watching the show.
Okay, well, good. Thank you.
Hey,
Okay.
I told him why, get on the show with him. See if you don't know.
Oh, okay. Maybe they thought this was a recording.
What's up, Mr. John Honeysuckle up in his house? Oh, okay.
Hey,
I don't be
John.
calling everybody name out there like that. You know what I'm saying? I keep y'all confidential. The people that want to be confidential. So one of my partners looked at it the other day. He was like, "Man, you ain't even heard of me." I said, "Well, you don't say nothing. I don't just be trying to throw people's names out there like that. You know what I'm saying? I know my cuz, he don't care nothing about that. Come on, read that right quick.
So, is it that women demoralize
Demonize.
demoralize men to the
Yeah.
point that they want to be like them, or is it just society weighed too much for the man? I would never understand.
No.
And I think I think this is something that you even spoke upon. Actually, can I go there?
Go ahead.
Let me go here.
because I ready to, I was ready for that question there. I was like,
Yeah, because you didn't use the word demoralize, but you used the word demonize. You said most DL women demonize men to make their friend feel the same about men. So like they kind of down talk men to other women that they want you to be so angry. And that's how you catch a lot of women going on the curious side when they go through a bad breakup or a heartbreak or something like that. Curiosity makes you fall for a lot of different things. Like it'll cause you sometimes to try and pacify your pain with something else. And that's how a lot of people easily go to some things like drinking, smoking, getting out there, being wild, going to the club, doing things that you didn't used to do. Sometimes people feel like maybe if I try something different, it wouldn't be so hard on me. I'm out here doing things. So I kind of understand what you're saying, Twaski. So I think that it's to the point like that's just what's happening in society. Because just like when we start having the lady running for presidency, right? There were so many women that were for her because of her sex. And it wasn't even because of her race.
I think you took it the wrong way what he was trying to say though.
He's saying that women want to be like a man, right? Is that the question?
So what he's saying is that women are demoralizing men to the point that they want to what he's
like
saying what he's saying is they talking so bad about men, but then they turn around and want to be the same thing that they talk so bad about. And it's confusing to, the regular person, because if you say this person is so bad, but then you want to walk like him, you want to get his hair cut, you want to you want to act just like a man that you say that's horrible. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, okay. Well, I feel like in the sense of even your thing, when you say demonize.
See, look, he
said
he said correct what I was just saying.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying you said what you all said from a man perspective. I'm not saying anything different from what you're saying. Like I feel like he's saying like women are depriving men or are trying to take away their strong strength, them as men, but then some may want to be like them in the sense.
Yeah.
But I don't think they want to be in the sense to just be like a man. They act like them, but they can't be a man. That's the whole thing. They can't be the man. But they take the tendencies and act like them. So yeah, y'all right. I get it.
Right, because guess what? You see how you couldn't do it because
no. I was trying to put it in a sense like I don't feel like.
Look, then that's what he's saying. Men want to be women too at the same sense. That's what he's saying. Okay, and this is what I'm gonna say. But this is what I'm trying to say on this one with what he's saying now, and I'm gonna get back to Angie on this. But what he's saying on this one is where I was finna go to is not that men want to be women in the same sense. I think what's happening is without a man in the house, what it is the child ain't got a role model, and people will see. You remember when I sent you that thing about the daddies being role models to kids today? About how they was acting just like the daddies and stuff like that. That's the same thing. If a man is only around his mama and the girls and all this, he ain't got no, like, it's a lot of houses. And I had to explain this to somebody the other day. I ain't gonna call it out there because they don't know who I'm talking about. But the person that I talked to would know what I'm talking about. But I called it out there. When you ain't got male leadership around when all the women in the family is the leaders, leaders all the way down. When you see the picture across there, and there's no men in the photos, and then only women and little young boys, they might not become the strongest version of themselves, because even if that line just see, like, even when you go out in a line pride and your daddy might go off for 2 weeks and come back, but when he come back and you see him, his presence is felt, because when they make that kill and his daddy come and everybody move out the way, his daddy can eat first, and this and that, he watching this and he like, wow, daddy. And when somebody, they don't see what that is, but as soon as they holler and they let that distress signal holler, and then daddy come running, it might be a hyena or anything, he come through and he kill everything around and everybody run away, and then he go out. Sometimes the daddy gets so mad or somebody trying to violate his clan, and he go to their house and try to kill all them at their house. That's just how raw lions get when they come to their family. And that's how the old man matriarchy used to be around his family. Guess what? And when a man was at a household, everybody knew that man in that household didn't know how to throw balls in his yard. They didn't mess around. Didn't old man go over his house when he wasn't home and all that old type of stuff. It's certain things that just didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But now things done changed so much. It's just way different. And I understand, because women are leading the household. So the men under them are becoming more feminine, not because they want to. They just don't have no man role models around. What's up, my brother up in the house? He said, real talk. And what's up, family up in his house, up in this thing? Come on, let's get there, because I had skipped over that to get back to it though. Come on with it.
Okay, Angela said men demoralize themselves by their actions, and women as well, because a man hurt them in some fashion, and now they're crossing over because they didn't have the support from a man. Make it make sense. Conversation that can be had, but someone will get offended.
Right. And
so when you just, well, a lot of times morals, it comes from how you were reared or raised as a person, or what you're involved in your surrounding. So demoralizing, that has a lot to do with how you were raised.
Right. And I just kind of went over that with the man, not in family, the same thing. And that's how you end up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. You have strong Black men that were raised by a single mother. So it's not about that. So kids were violated. You just never know what your outcome is going to be, period.
I can get that. I can get that. But like you said, they might have was, I say, maintained by strong Black woman, but often they can't be. Hold on, you said you have a strong man, but they were raised by a single mother. Hold on, you have a strong Black man, but that's raised by a single mother. But listen, that strong Black man, he becomes a strong Black man because of man influence in his life. It's not because of his mother. Like, even when I look back on my life, I don't look back at my life and say, my mother made me a strong Black man. My mother made me clean. She made me, you know what I'm saying? She made me a good, good on this part or that part. But when my
who gave you the smart mouth?
My daddy that came, and he gave me this, he gave me a certain kind of rawness, because, everybody know my dad as the nice dude now, but I knew him as the dude that raised me up. He was kind of raw when I was coming up, and people don't understand how men was back then and how men now. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard the whole thing, real men wear pink, where they come from? You know what I'm saying? Like that don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because bam, when I was coming up, when you was born, they put you in pink if you was a girl, and they put you in blue if you was a boy. So why is we in this real man wear pink? A real man should be the one maybe wearing blue then, right? No, I'm just saying if you put it in that concept, women always wore pink, men always were. When I see a man trying to convince me that real men wear pink, I got to think, okay, you can be strong in your conviction and say, oh, I'm a man, this and that. But guess what? You got men that are throwing a dress and say, I'm strong in my conviction of being a man. But ain't you demonizing something? You sending out a wrong message to the man that's coming up under you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we want to say certain things, but if you ain't gonna say it all the way right, you know what I'm saying? Because tell me why real men wear pink. We don't never get that action. Because I tell them, okay, well, do you wear pink drawers? Do you wear pink socks? So what? A real man should be able to wear pink all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Do you wear your pink hat, your pink t-shirt, your pink drawers, your pink socks? You know what I'm saying? Your pink shoes.
Well, what's wrong with matching?
Pinked out. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing's wrong with
And
matching.
I think when we get into this thing, and that's when you shake up this thing called man, and you had to slice this damn thing, and you had to put people on one side and people on the other. All men are not created equal in no life. When I came up, all men wasn't created equal. You had men 6 feet, you had men 5 feet, you had men tough at 5 feet, you had men tough, and you had men that was 6 feet, wouldn't mess with this 5-foot dude. But they was still men. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
all the men still was on the same side. And then you put this other man on the other side that the woman that bring your ass to the car, get in the car, do that. And another man that's on the other side looking at that, like, men respect me. You mean men respect me, but my woman don't? You know what I'm saying? So I got to put that man in a whole nother spectrum. He a poodle. And this is such thing. There's the big dog and the poodle. You're either gonna be a cane corso or you're gonna be a poodle, or you be a little chihuahua. You probably got a lot of bark, but you ain't got no bite. So a lot of these men, we be sitting up here trying to claim them and put them in the same conversation as men. All men ain't created equal. A lot of men got a lot of this talk, a lot of this bark, but they ain't got no bite. I've been out the street where they bite out there. And a lot of these men, they can talk a good game, but they ain't got what they say they got a lot of times. And a lot of people just got to keep it real sometimes and realize it's a lot of men out here suspecting what I told you a long time ago. When these men really start wearing pink, and what happened? We've been doing this show, and look at all these dudes around here. Oh, Lord, I didn't know. Oh, yeah, you did. You just didn't pay no attention. He loved pink just a little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. And you saw the real. You know what I'm saying? Oh, tell Dwayne the topic. Dwayne said, what's the topic?
So no, bro. She raised him to be strong, period, bro. It means in homes but are not there. Mentally, she did what the man refused to do.
Well,
Bro.
I'm gonna tell you this. It's always got to be mainly because, like I just told you, with that line. See, you didn't pay attention to that. That line can stay gone 2 weeks, but whenever that line show up, that kid that been around his mother all that, he didn't see what the line brought. But once that line show up, he looking at that line like, ooh, I want to be like that.
Out of here.
Right. I'm gonna tell you. And I'm gonna tell you, I remember this man in the country. I used to call him Cali. I can't think, but he used to always yell. We were gonna. He was like, "Hoo!" He used to always have a strange yell. He was down the street from my grandmama, and he was a big old tall. I think he was almost 6'5", 6'7", and I can't think of his name. But I'm just gonna. I can't think of his name right now. I'm not just gonna put it out there like that because he was one of them specimens. You know, they always said he was one of them dudes that
He was a caveman.
yeah, like they were like, the man don't mess with him, the police don't mess with him, nobody. He walk around with a gun and he hunt, he do this, and he stayed in a little old bitty trailer. But he had respect, mad respect, because he was a manly man. You know what I'm saying? And when he came around, he had this walk, and he wasn't. And when we was coming, he was bring a big old pig for when we was having Thanksgiving and all that, and he'd go up there and gut the pig right there that morning and get it all and make crackles and all that stuff. And that's the first time I used to see a kid, wasn't it? And I used to look at that big old joke and I'd be like, man, I want to be just like him. And then I used to see my cousin Arthur Lee, and my cousin Arthur Lee, he was big too. He was about 6'5" or whatever, you know, at the time or whatever. But he was 6'4". And my cousin was out there and he was big and stocky, and I was like, "Ooh, I would be." But see, one thing my cousin didn't have that he had the bravado, the loudness, the you know what I'm saying? The what you know where people, you know, when you come and just people just naturally just move out your way. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a lion got. That's what a real lion got. And when them kids just around a lion just a little bit, they look at that joke and they say, "Oh, it's just like when you said like the first time you got kids that want to be police officers and they ain't seen a police officer but one time, but it left a big old impression on him, and he want to be a police officer after he seen it. For now on, you couldn't tell him nowhere else he wanted to be. He wanted to be a police officer. He wanted to be a fireman. He wanted to go to the army, or he wanted to do this. He might have seen one movie where armed men and that's what I'm gonna be. You got jokers like I remember me. I wanted to be Incredible Hulk. I seen Incredible Hulk. I couldn't stop watching Incredible Hulk. I watched Incredible Hulk every time he came on. When he changed and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got that alpha type of male that step up and he got this bravado and this certain kind of feel about him. You just want to say, what do we do? And I want to be what that man do. You know what I'm saying? And people don't even see it. You know what I'm saying? You can say that a lot of people think just a strong woman raised a strong black, but you'll see the defects in that. If he just around his mama, you can see the defects. Like he might be a little more quieter. She can really holler at him. His demeanor is down. He ain't really, you know, what's his name. But once a man become that kind of bravado man, he got a little snapback. Even if you say something crazy to him, he'll take that ass whooping. He'll say something back. He'll be like, yeah, yeah, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? He might say something that might get his tail whooped, and he don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to be a bad mama. Shut your mouth. Did you tell him the topic?
Dwayne said, what's the topic? You was talking. Dwayne
Okay,
said, what's the topic? The topic are DL women a thing? So let's talk about it. Beware, something different is going on with the ladies. So now we want to uncover the something.
Yeah. All right, come on, let's go. Come on with it.
So let's just face the truth. You have men that refuses to raise their kids, and you have women that refuses to do the same thing. And then you have men raising their kids along as well. You get out what you put in any situation.
Okay, and I'm gonna respond to that. That responds, if you look statistics, well, I'm gonna look at statistics. They got that men that raise girls and boys alone have better outcomes than women because men are more disciplining. Say it for me. Disciplinaries.
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 I have trouble with that one.
Yeah, and statistics, I have a problem with that word
Right,
too.
but they're more disciplinary. Say it for me.
Disciplinary than women.
Yeah, they more that type for the kids than the mother. So the kids have more, they're more attentive, they're more they clean their room, they do more stuff on point because the man punch and really let them know this is how it gonna roll. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see,
Yeah.
women don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Come on with the next one. I'm ready.
No, we will waver. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
We'll waver. So not all the time, bro. Some stick with their mom because their dad didn't step up and they watched their mom struggle to provide. So they hold resentment towards the dads for real.
Yeah. But and then I'm gonna give a kickback on that. Okay, the reason they did that because they wasn't a lot of children wasn't playing kids. And we really have to get into this because we don't talk about this a lot. Playing pregnancies, playing a lot of kids are oops kids. Oh, kids. I had a good time. Kids. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't even in no relationship and something like that. Sometimes
The one woke up, I'm late for home, kids.
Right. Some of these dudes just woke up and a woman was sitting on top of them like, oh Lord. You know what I'm saying? So man, people don't even look at that part of the situation. Like a lot of these kids, we don't say don't pose to be here, but wouldn't be here if mama actually knew who the daddy really was. There wasn't no dating going on.
But
a lot of kids are one night club night kids. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but even so, that still don't make us be neglected or should neglect any of our responsibilities on the woman's side or the man's side. So whether it was oops or whatever kid,
okay,
I get what she's saying.
But guess what? Women got to realize, we say it take two to tango, but it only take one to stop the whole concept. So if women waited on the right man before they made babies, we can go through this. Sometimes women want to demonize. Hold on, women so smart, and they'll get. No, I'm saying women so smart, and they'll get with a man. They'll have a kid with a man. They'll be like, "Oh, I was young and dumb." No, your mama should have taught you something. See, that's the problem. We don't have nobody. When we say, hold on, we keep saying that women are not raising these kids. Women are just sometimes maintaining kids because if it keep on doing it, it's one thing if you have a oops and it don't happen no more. But if it keep on doing it, the mom is the one that keep on putting this in the situation. Just like I seen on social media the other day, where a mom dropped her kids off at the mama house and said, "You take care of it. I can't do this no more." You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth. If you spoil your kids, you'll be raising your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? But if you treat your kids harsh about real life, they'll raise their own kids. Because they won't be making these little mistakes early because you teach them. You see, you got to teach them this is why you don't not wear rubber and all that, because this will happen and it's gonna mess up your life for the rest of what's name. You got to do this and do that. You feel what I'm saying? That is the kids having kids. When we celebrate, when a kid is 13 and 14 having a child, we are already giving them a foot in the grave. You know what I'm saying? Not I'm just saying a foot without the help. That the relationship is bound to not last because they are not even old enough to even know who they want. They don't even know this person. They ain't even met the real person yet because he ain't got no job. He ain't went through nothing. See, first kid got to go through something to even know who they are. They even know can they handle this world. So once they get a job, and then you'll see how stressed they is. Fucking, why are you talking to me? How does that work? You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's run it down.
Dwayne said an alpha male is what he was.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Well,
talked
Charles,
about
you can't see that, but it's a light bulb. He said 20 stars. Appreciate that, Charles Parker.
okay.
Okay.
So men don't try to be their friends. He's talking
Right.
about the men
Well,
being the parent to the children.
right. And what's up, Chelsea?
Danger. What's
His
up, Chelsea?
house up in this thing.
Chelsea here
Okay.
on this Tuesday.
Go ahead.
So did you ever ask your dad how your mother had a hand in their dysfunction?
that part? Did you ever? Because guess what? I asked my daddy. People. Once you get grown and you look around and you see,
The dysfunction.
yeah, then be like, hey, how did this happen? You know, and then they be like, oh, this happened like this, and this happened like that, and I be like, oh, okay, Pop. You know what I'm saying? But see, I ain't gonna tell my pop business out there, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I wanna know. I gotta know. Is this the end?
Come on with it.
Women paint a pic that the dad based on how he treated her. But
Right.
some moms are you got to pay for this.
Right. And people don't even realize how much that happened. How many mothers out there that say, oh, if you ain't got no money for me, you can't see your children. It's so many people that done took their kids and use them as bargaining chips and said you can't even see them if you don't do this, if you don't do this, or if you don't use them.
I see it all the time.
And guess what?
You know what?
And I've been through it, and I lived through it, so I know that goes on right there.
But listen, I understand that. I'm telling you, what will hurt them the worst is let them see the children. Let them feed them for a day or the weekend that they can get them. Then they'll realize this is not an easy task with these children.
Right.
So me, I ain't keeping no kid for punk. Come and get your kid whenever you want this kid.
I'm gonna tell you.
all the time.
I'm gonna tell you. You know what made me really start getting my kid a lot more is when I seen how hard it was. Just seeing how hard it was every day on a woman not being able to know. I'm just saying, planning her day around the child. Having to pick up the child and work, if the child get in at school and guess what I did? I understood it, and I went all the way across the world. I remember sometimes I used to go all the way across town just take my daughter a half a mile up the street.
And you know what? I guarantee you her mother appreciated that. Because that gave her a break to plan something else to get something else done before she went to work. And we have to do this, get these kids school, feed them,
I kept thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? And so I started getting my daughter, and sometimes we just walk through the neighborhood, and I just talking to her about life, and then letting people see her and know it's my daughter. So if y'all fuck up, I'm gonna fuck all y'all up. This my daughter, a player. I done walked up through the whole Washington DC. Every street. Every street.
Oh, baby.
My daughter right here. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
And just look, you said talking to her about life. Poor baby, she been turned into a
Go
mini
ahead.
monster.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If men are so disciplined, why do they make multiple kids outside of the house?
They can't.
Why do they handle women? Hold on, I'm reading.
Women
Why do
don't.
they handle women?
Go ahead.
Why do they handle women the way that they wouldn't want their mom or sisters treated?
Mhm.
And women jump from lap to lap because they didn't have a man input in their life. Now their actions are just that, their actions.
Okay. And I'm gonna do it like this here. This is what we come up against. We came up against a culture that didn't love us. See, people don't realize we was living a certain kind of good kind of way before we was coming up pretty good before the Vietnam War. See, when the Vietnam War did, it took out, because I done did research on this, and y'all can do research on this too. It took out a lot of the black men in the family because they sent them in certain things to kill them first. It was like, okay, we know. And actually, my daddy went to a unit, and they changed him to a supply sergeant at the last minute before his unit got shipped out. They wanted somebody to deal with the supplies. My daddy said his whole unit that he had got shipped out with, that he had left behind to be supply sergeant, everybody died. Everybody in his unit died. So,
Stop it.
right.
Like
So
how? Like they were shot or what?
yeah. So what I'm saying is, it was a death trap from the beginning. It was like it was made to separate the house homes. See, when people came back, half of these people was on crack. On
Yeah.
I mean, not crack, because crack wasn't out here like that, but heroin, cocaine, and
Well,
all
just
kind
say
of stuff.
drugs.
And
Just say
then no,
covers
I'm
it
just
up.
saying, and they was mentally messed up by being in the war. They didn't have these kind of treatments things that they had back then. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
what do you think caused so many veterans to be homeless? Do you
um,
think the habits that you're saying they
yeah,
contributed?
yeah. From the a lot of them been on drugs. A lot of them was on drugs ever since the war. That's when a lot of them started smoking a lot of weed, doing heroin, doing all that, and then they was trying to use that as a coping mechanism of all these people they didn't see die in front of them. People get their legs blowed off. They in minefields all day, and they throwing stuff to in front of them to make mines go off and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a
Mhm.
whole lot of stuff that jokers went through. They had people jumping out of holes everywhere, like groundhog shoot at them, then jumping in a hole, going somewhere else. Just imagine somebody dig a tunnel under your neighborhood, and then you walking down the street and somebody jump out and start shooting at you. Then
Yeah.
you shoot at this hole, somebody jump out another hole over there. You know what I'm saying? Just think about that. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
had,
Yeah.
that's when they made up the thing of, they made missiles, they called them bunker busters. So they had special missiles that they shot down that penetrated the ground first before it had to reach a certain point before it exploded. It called bunker busters. It went all the way in the ground before it exploded. So they made different bombs just for that.
Wait,
Uh,
go back.
go ahead.
Dwight said, "You 25 with 3 kids, and y'all planning a baby shower? Why?"
That part. That part. To help out. That's all. To help out. Because the damage is done. What up, Timothy, up in there? His house up in this thing. What's up, Timothy? Look at up in his house. I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I guess I'm a little early now. All right, come on with
Angela said, she said, "I watched the dysfunction on both sides because my mom stood her ground, sometimes with the blame solely on her because I watched it with my own eyes."
Okay. And I'm gonna tell you this. Sometimes we will, how they say, relive the things of our past. Sometimes you remember when I was saying about the man not being in the home, nowhere around. Sometimes this is a common thing. Sometimes mama might have picked the wrong man from the door. She didn't teach you how to pick the right man. And then it just a trickle down effect. So everybody is picking a weaker version of a man. See, sometimes this strong man over here don't look good because he look dangerous or he look get them in like, you know what I'm saying? But he a protector. He might be a provider, protector, all that, but he don't look good because he might scare you a little bit. You might have to change your ways. You might can't bark at him like you used to bark at. You can't rough at
They
him.
say bark.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes women want to
So you
bark.
calling us bitches around here?
I ain't even going there. Come on with the next one. I was just trying to throw me under the bus. Come on.
No, I said a man do have the true rights to his land, which God gave dominion over. And man is the seed barrier, which we should be careful of the womb that bear our fruits. Hello,
You
y'all
right.
dump,
And I can't say nothing because I was a minute.
y'all dump.
I was in the midst of that oops thing. One day I'm gonna get into it. It ain't gonna be tonight. All right, come on.
Ah! Oh
Ah,
Lord, because it's some type of scripture said something about it's better to spill your seed on the ground than to keep producing offsprings. Something like that. I gotta find it. So put that on the ground. Don't put it in nobody. But anyway, some women excluded the dad to protect the kids because of broken promises, because kids have feelings as well and deserve an explanation. Someone protects the dad. They even lie for them. I've watched it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I think I protected my kids
and
there.
I think
I
that's
do.
and I think that's the same thing. Us not listen. If we went back to the old ways where the daddy could pick your spouse, every woman would have. I guarantee you.
A different
And have
man.
a
I don't
different
know. I
better
don't know.
man. No, I'm just saying because your daddy can see stuff you can't see. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe one of my brothers should have picked my husband because they were a little harder than my dad. Because my dad kind of like let me say what I want, and he gave me a little more control over what I thought.
Okay, I'm gonna look into
Like
this.
he believed so much in my right decisions. I think my brothers would have done better for me
But
than my daddy.
I'm gonna tell you this. I think when you look back, if your daddy thought that you really would respect his wishes, or say this, if you picked a man, if you picked that man and came to him and introduced that man to him before you had sex with him. See, sometimes the man already looking at it, oh, he know I already got my daughter pregnant. She coming to me. I'm just saying, like sometimes
I
a
got
lot of
you. I got you. I
sometimes a
hear
lot of
you.
this stuff that the man just trying to make peace because the damage already done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because most of the times we do fall short like that. We'll go out here and meet these guys and become interested in them, share ourselves with them,
Right,
and then take them to our family after we've had a
right,
piece of the bread and
right,
say, how do you like this cornbread?
right.
We
And
are
then,
wrong, and that's it. See, we're trying to go out here and plant this thing and let it grow before we bring it to show the family, like, isn't this nice? And
right.
then the flower's gonna die, but nobody's here to tell you because you already did what
I
you
like
did. But hey,
I like that take. I like that take because that's exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes we put ourselves in situations and we sit up here and we want dad to say, but dad already see, oh, you already in a messed up situation. You already had sex. You already in love with them. You bringing me. You already got your eyes like this.
You already made your decision.
You already glass eyes. You just want me to say, yeah. That's all you
your
want
eyes
from me.
already on.
You feel what I'm saying? So bring him fresh. You remember just like they did the new what that with Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, that new Bad Boys, when they showed the boy that they were scared way back then, and he married to the child now, and they got the kids and stuff, and he a bad mother, he was taking out them juggles. And I was like, oh, look at him. But see,
I hadn't watched it. Don't ruin it for me.
She brought him plain. No sex, no this. She innocent, he innocent. And they brought him plain.
TV though.
No, but I'm saying still bringing
that's a good way to do it. But yeah, I agree.
Sculpture. Yeah, so you need to bring the man. You don't need to wait till y'all done laid up 18 days straight. You need to bring him straight. As soon as you pick him up, they bring him straight to Pop House. Come on, player. Before I go eating the far knock, you ain't getting no kiss to you. My daddy see. You need to do that.
Lord.
Back in the day, they didn't kiss before daddy met. They ain't do no smooching, none of that stuff. Old dad had put his eyes on the joker. He had to even see if you were right even today. They thought, let me sit there and talk to you. Have a seat, son. You know what I'm saying? Them old school daddies. And as soon as he made that wrong move, they be like, nah, get out my house. And don't come back. Don't ever dot this door again. Guess what? It wasn't no harm. Wasn't no harm, no foul. You respect your daddy, we'd be like, that daddy might know a little bit more than.
Come on, let's catch up.
I know. Yeah, come on with it.
So if you get pregnant once, it's a mistake. You keep having babies, it's not your dad. You just made bad decisions.
There you go.
I agree.
There you go. Come on with it.
Angela says some women should have been fishing somewhere instead of making kids with childlike minded men who refuses to grow up. The man might have the seed, but without the woman egg, that's all he got. It takes more than a seed to make a baby and raise it. Stand for something or fall for any and everything. Period. Game is to be sold, not just told.
Right, I agree.
Okay.
Go ahead.
In my father's case, he was a married man with a family. Didn't have much.
I ain't gonna even say nothing. Because you know what you gonna say. Don't read it out.
But let's finish. Let me hear this story. Because always there's a good story to everything. We need to know the whole story. Okay, so in my father's case, he was a married man with a family. Didn't have much, but he acknowledged me. And my stepmom was very accepting. Wife, but I caught repercussions of his actions because my mom was a whole teen and he was a grown man. So it's different. It's a different situation. Well, dang. Oh. He was a grown married man and her mom was a teenager that he out here done talked her out her penis. And Angela came. So what repercussion did you have, Angela? Because if the stepmother is a good thing, his wife was one of the old school mothers that was okay to accept you in the situation for what daddy did for his oily eyes.
Yeah. And what it was is the mom was having an adultery with the married man, right?
Yeah, but still, what if she was a teen?
So tell me, he was a married. This is what I'm saying. He was a married man. Either you saying that he took advantage of her in a certain way, or
a teenager. He's a grown man. She's a teenager.
Yeah,
more than likely, we are weaker vessels, and a lot of times that's how a lot of us as young women, we get tricked out the bag because they want to just stick it in. You don't know, just stick it in, gonna get you pregnant.
Yeah, what? That's why I brought that mic close. Because That's when you supposed to run home and get your daddy. This old man tried to take advantage of me. That's what he was here for. That's what that
So
daddy
listen,
here for.
let me give you an example. And at this
Read,
particular time,
read that
I
first.
was in a
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Dwayne said, bring him to meet me before you find out he don't have a half of y'all rent. He don't have half of y'all rent. Okay.
I'm just saying, go ahead.
That was sadly to say it was common.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yep.
It was
I've
very
seen it
common.
and heard
It
of
was
it.
very common.
So you weak when it's convenient. Dwayne, tell me what you mean right there.
Because I
Is
think
he talking about her repercussions or
I'm
what?
thinking about what he might be saying is
Okay, it's guess
we
what the
we we
man.
still we still kind of trying to blame this type of thing on a man. But you remember when I said from the door, the type of man you pick from the door, you feel what I'm saying? And if she was picking a married man from the door, it's already showing you feel what I'm saying? It's already showing that everything else gonna go bad. See, it's just like a man. The most important thing to a man, period, is what religion he choose or whatever, if he had one or not, and the woman he choose to walk with him in life. That's the most important thing that he can do in his life. And to him to turn around and don't have no repercussions and for a woman to turn around and don't do the same, don't see this the problem with ladies right now. They ain't taking initiative to find the best possible person for them for the walk of life. Because you know what? A lot of women want the child, but don't want the husband. They want the child, but they don't want what come with it. They don't want to clean up. They don't want to be no husband. They don't want to rub on a man. They don't want nothing to do with a man. You know
He the
why?
husband either.
You know why? They ain't never been around. They
Well,
ain't
I
never,
don't. You they
huh?
don't want to be a husband. I don't want to be a husband. You said that out your mouth.
It's some women that want to be a
I don't want
husband.
to be a husband.
Gotcha. Appreciate it, Nobi. Appreciate it, Nobi. I'm trying. Good night. Good night.
Noble
We gon' we
Kowalski
gonna
P.
get out
Jones
this
Sr.
thing in a minute ourselves. All right, come
Angela
on.
said family issues and being treated less than, but I was the one everyone ran. My mom was 16 and he was in his 30s. My mom didn't have parents. My grandma died when she was 5 and her dad at 15. So she raised herself, no guidance. Oh, well, god dang.
I got you. I got you.
So that's what I'm saying. Like in certain issues in each case.
Right,
And
right.
then some people are not
But
responsible
guess
for
what?
how their life turned out all the time.
Grandma died when she was 5.
5 and her dad when she was 15.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That's terrible.
that's a thing now. What up, Terrence? Up in the his house, up in this just
Hey, Terrence. Hello, hello. Basically, looking for love in all the wrong places,
being
being
misled.
misled.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree with that.
And that's a
And that can
key
cause
thing right there, Angela.
a trickle down, situation. Go ahead with
Dwayne said you said you were weak and the man You don't it you right, brother. She said she was the weaker vessel. No, I was saying that women are the weaker vessels in life. Just when we're talking about male and female, females are the weaker vessels. So not just saying weak in all areas of life. There may be some areas that I may have strength that I may can help the
But see,
man.
this
But when
this
we're talking about our vessels as a
but see,
whole, a vessel is our
this our
body.
this our
What the
this our
blood run through.
this our problem that a lot of times that sometimes we say women put themselves in certain situations that they shouldn't be in. Because when I think about it, even when we talk about, these parties, these P. Diddy parties and we other things, they say these young age girls, and we say, what do you girls that was so-called 13, 14, what they mamas was at? Why they out at this time of night somewhere else at a party that they say didn't change till after 12, 1 o'clock at night anyway. So why are they out away from their house at a certain time of night? And that's when we got to look at this part too about the crack epidemic and other things that happened in the black neighborhoods at that time that disintegrated our neighborhoods. Our neighborhoods, it was one thing in 1 minute, and then crack came in and it was destroyed, and what they call it, what they said, God, man, got me on brain freeze. When they were talking about destroying the neighborhood, then the whites come back by for a cheaper price, just like the dude.
What is that?
Yeah,
Degeneratized?
yeah, that's what I was trying to
Something
gentrification.
like that.
Gentrification,
Yeah,
what they call.
gentrification.
Yeah.
Gentrification.
So
He-
so
not
so they do that.
gentrification. No.
Yeah, it's like
I know what you mean though. Go ahead and say it.
but they do that, then they come back in buy that hood for a lower price. Yeah, he said, oh yeah, he said genocide, but we talking about like the gentrification or whatever they call
Mhm.
of the whole neighborhood, how you bring the whole proper value down because us blacks, we didn't realize we parking across the yard, we ain't going to grass, we letting the roof mess up, we letting the cars and we letting the house go down. We ain't mowing the yard. We ain't keeping it up. We ain't keeping it painted. And then when it fall apart and this, that, then we sit up there and we cry wolf. And a lot of us were left houses and a lot of stuff that we didn't. Yeah, there it is. General
Degentrification. What is it?
These words got me tonight. I'm gonna be better
What
next
is it?
Tuesday, boy. I'm gonna have to
Oh
read.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to
gentrification.
read me
Yeah.
a couple books this weekend. How bad I've been lately.
No, you know what you need to do?
What?
Probably rest your brain. Take a break. A woosah. You know what that is? How many minutes it is?
Hold on, well, we on this one, the other one. Oh, okay, yeah.
Before that.
Hold on, we right here.
No, we were right there because he was saying I said I was weak. But when I said the weaker vessel, I was comparing the female to the male. So I was talking about the mortal body, that's when I said weaker. So that's what I meant, Dwayne. So
And then
he's
see,
picking on me.
this is
He's
what I
picking
want.
on me, but that's
And
okay.
this is what I wanted to say it on that one. Okay, pushback on that to be like, see, right now we in this strange world where they want women to be, right there, the equal pay, equal this, equal everything. So now we saying women can't cry weaker vessels because they're trying to compete and say we the same. So are we the same or is a weaker vessel? Are you is you gonna entertain us like LeBron James, like Kevin Durant, or like these dudes until you get, like they say, they need the Lord of Rims or something, until you get entertained where women can entertain the thing like men and they can box like men and they can entertain in the same capacity. It gonna always be where men gonna dominate certain things. You know what I'm saying? And for that, men gonna naturally get paid more because it's more entertaining. People are coming because they watching. See, when people want to keep it real, and people know if we took Duke basketball team and took them against any WNBA team, they would slaughter them. And we know this. We know this. I take the best high school basketball team in the nation and put them against the WNBA players, and they would get them. Because one thing they don't realize, none of them WNBA players like that can slam, can get up as high as them boys, can block shots like them boys, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But Kobe Bryant came straight out of high school and went to college. Kevin Durant, I mean, no, what's the other dude name? LeBron James came straight out of high school, straight to NBA. What's the other? What's his name? Played for the Boston Celtics. Golly, he was the center. He was power forward. I can't think of Black got his own podcast. I know Dwayne though, but I'm trying to think. Hold on. Is Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett comes straight out of high school, straight to NBA. It's high school players that's dominant. Zion could have came straight out of high school. He ain't had to go to college. They make him go to college.
He went to college though, didn't he?
They made him go to college, but if you take an all-star, high school, the McDonald's high school game, and put them against any WNBA team, I guarantee you, I will put up any money. I will be a millionaire that year. I put up every little cent I got to get them give me a double up. I'm just saying, a triple up, because they pay you about 10 times if you are under, because they gonna sit up there and say, oh yeah, all these women, they got bird, they can get all the, let me tell you something, they can have the best offensive players they feel like they got in the world. Guess what I'm gonna do? All them boys know how to play defense. And they make them play both sides of the ball now. And they going to shut it down. All them shots that little old bitty white girl be coming out with them picks and slanging them little push shots up. Pack. Block. Hell, if people be blocking LeBron James shots, you think they ain't going to block them little girls? All right, come on. I'm done.
He basically had to take her mom's role. So it's different situations and different circumstances. Quit school and help raise your siblings because she was the oldest girl of the family. Don't skip my comments, bro, because this happened every day. Right now in the 2000s, these situations happen daily.
I ain't skipping comments. I just
no, she was just saying, just make sure you put it out there because it's true. That's all.
Come on with it.
Look at the neighborhood from State Street to Northside Drive. From State Street to Northside Drive. Okay. Where all the restaurants and movie theaters are. Where is that? In Jackson?
Yeah.
State Street. Where is State
Street? He talking about from Fondren. That's Fondren. That's State Street all the way down there. State Street to Northside.
Okay, from State Street in Fondren to Northside Drive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You had to think about that, huh? That's how State Street running all the way up there.
I had to think about it.
Yeah.
Go to the next one.
Okay.
Because that didn't say it all.
Go ahead.
I only meant if a man said a woman was a weaker vessel about anything, they would chop his head off. I just said you said it, not me. Yeah, I did say it because let me tell you, I'm a whole girl. Look, I'll take my trash out if I need to. But if the strength comes from a man that can take this big bag out for me, thank you, sir. Because you have more strength that you pick it up like this, and I'm right here doing it like this. That's a difference.
Yeah.
So hey, I don't have a problem with acknowledging my weakness.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. And then when you talk about fun.
Oh yeah, pondering. Okay.
See, that's when he said state, and I thought about it, I was like, when he said movie
Because I was driving, I'm
when he
like,
said movie theater, I said, damn.
I was down there by the City Trend.
Yeah,
The store.
I know. Yeah.
Because when he said state of North Side, I'm just thinking the adjacent
But
den, but I wasn't thinking the drive.
That whole thing down through there. Yep. Yep. Next subject. Uh-oh, you got to, did you? Oh, no.
I didn't do nothing. So don't blame it on the rain.
Put it back on what we supposed to be on then. Because you jumped Judy on that one.
Who that was?
Huh? No, you jumped down into the DL thing, but I forgot that we got to start putting that star beside to get, All right, go ahead.
So, fishing for sexual pleasures or fantasies. Women out here doing that in 2024?
Yeah.
I thought that's what men do. I didn't think women do that too.
And let me tell you something. Everything men do now, women do.
I just said I thought.
Look, just like, look. The only thing about it is, I don't want to say fake with it, but I got to. Because when you think about it, if you acting like something, it's just like acting gangster. You know what I'm saying? Is you really gangster? Like if you see a little kid, he be like, yeah. He don't scare you or nothing like that. But he acting gangster and he's making himself feel like a gangster, how he act, how he walking, how he might kick his ass or something like that. So we looking at women sometimes and we don't see a level of real toughness sometimes. We see sometimes we look and we see them kicking their head or they got, chain or whatever. They got their little
women?
Fade. They got the pants hanging off their head. They swagged out. They got their little what's name and then they playing like they got a dick. They putting their dick in their pants.
Well, just like those kids you said, they out here.
Right, but they putting their dick in their pants now. And now you
wait a minute, they doing wait, do what?
Yeah, they wearing drawers like men and putting their fake dick in their pants.
I know you lying to me. Where I been? I need to get out the house more.
But I'm just saying that's how it's going now. I'm telling you now. I mean, this
you around here looking at girl. You around here looking at females' things.
No, I'm just telling you.
Saw it. You saw it.
Yeah, I done seen it. I done seen it. I done been around them now. I've been around them.
And said basically stalking these kids and it covered up until it's not. Then everyone acts surprised when they're allowing it to happen.
Yeah.
Oh.
But women been doing that for a long time now. Like, these strap-ons and then everybody trying to buy a bigger strap-on than the next strap-on and all that old thing. I done seen
So this is what I want to know. I used to want to go to the store and see what a strap-on look like. How they strap it on? What they strap it to?
This is exactly my point. What's that? You said,
how they strap it on?
Oh, it's like a little, it's like slide over your legs, like a jock. Like a jock strap. You remember when you see the jock strap and they got that little strap?
Okay, how you put jock straps on? You step into them?
Yeah, you step into them and they got a strap.
Like panties.
But they got a strap instead of what's name? It's like a face mask. You know how you put a face mask around your ear? You got some what's name, you slide up through your legs and you put it and it go across your booty.
So, okay, so what make it stand up and hard?
What you mean?
The strap thing.
No, they got them. They ain't just super hard like that. They like a little rubbery, and then they just push them to the side, same way. Damn, come on now. Ain't nobody shoving nothing straight hard up in nobody. You know what I'm saying? Strap-ons ain't like a hard, cause like dildos ain't hard like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they make strap-ons where they curvy and they can, what's the name? You know, that old type of thing.
You sound like you sell them.
No, I do not.
You already you sound like you know too much about it. That's why I said
Knowing about stuff, I used to work at a strip club, so I known
it
about.
doesn't matter.
And he owned a novelty shop, so I used to have to go down there and talk to the man at the novelty shop before we went in and whatever they used to tell us at the place to do. There it is. Here it is. Look.
Yes, indeed. It comes in all forms of plastic, rubber, and etc. Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they lay it over and they just like that, like a whole little what's name. He said, bro, you doing too much.
I told you a salesman, Dwayne. That's what he around here.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't need to change.
I worked with this. I worked at the strip club, and the dude owned the
Now
shop.
you work at the
He owned the novelty shop. You know, it used to be Players Club.
No,
Over there
I
by
don't
the
know.
post office.
That's from the dang on television. Oh, that was the name of the club in Jackson?
Yeah, it was Players. It was a strip club. It was a strip club right beside the novelty shop. It was a novelty shop right beside the UPS place down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Okay. Friends that make you uncomfortable with compliments and butt slaps.
Yeah, we already talked about that. They're gone through that. Good.
Invite you to happy clubs for karaoke or just to see them perform.
There it is. Nah, that's one that Joker do too. I think people slick try to turn you gay, trying to invite women, and they try to invite men too to these clubs, and they say, "Yeah, just come and watch this show. Just come watch this show." You know what I'm saying? And all while you in the show, everybody who buying you beer, you know, all that old type of stuff. So I think that stuff go on. All right, come on with it.
A lot of happy friends.
She said,
I have a lot of happy friends, and they have explained it to me, and I choked up. I couldn't believe it was that serious. I need the real deal, not the candy wrapper. Just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, it's and that's how it be. That's how it be.
And then just be aware we're not saying certain words. I wouldn't want Mr. Know-It-All to be flagged. So
Right.
So some words are converted for his protection.
Yeah, but no, go ahead. I gotta jump across there.
So when friends make advances on you to see if you would accept the bait, what do you do?
Some people obviously don't accept the debate. Because there's a lot of people that's DMing their friends that they used to be just friends or lovers now. So then obviously a lot of them accepted debate or was I'm gonna tell you another thing. When I say debate thing, and this gonna feel bad. I think a lot of gay women been cheating because what they do is they'll come to another woman as a trick. I help you take care of your kids. I help you pay your bills. And see, some of these women be doing bad. And when you come and you start presenting them, and it's like you buying pleasure. I don't think on their own merits, a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen. Like a lot of these women wouldn't turn gay if it wasn't for the incentive for to take care of their kids. And I think a lot of women, because they ain't got, men in their life to take care of the kids, sometimes they say, you know what, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead.
So, no offense to anyone. I respect people where they are in life. It's not for me to judge, just repeating what was directly told to me.
Yeah. No. I get it, because that's what I'm doing too. I don't care what a joker personally do me. You know what I'm saying? Let me leave me about it. You know what I'm saying? But I just
dramatic, and you're talking about.
I've been around so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? You just I can't ignore it like it wasn't around. So sometimes just telling what you know, it might come out a little wrong, but I'm just telling the truth about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some women work to break up happy homes because they want you sexually.
Yep.
That's a lot of work.
A lot of times, men thinking they did something wrong. Sometimes it was a setup. Sometimes from the start, it was a woman that slid in under your woman, got her where she wanted her, spent all that time all while you at work. Remember that friend that's always at your house that you damn near got to ask to leave? She over there so much. Oh yeah, that friend. That friend that ain't got no life. That friend.
That's her life. That's
you
her
know
life.
why she ain't got no life? Because your life is a part of her life.
That's their life. Your life is her life.
Yep. No, she's saying that some people take it the wrong way, so explain yourself. Yeah, I do that. I do that often on here, but then, like I say, I gotta tell it, tell the truth how I see it or whatever. I mean, I understand I got a lot of I know a lot of people too. You know what I'm saying? So I know, I probably ain't got a super lot of I don't know what I got. Cause
you got a super lot of I don't know. What is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that part. All right, go ahead.
My phone doing its own thing. I write one thing and it prints what it wants. Girl, welcome to the world of Apple and smartphones.
I'm telling you, it do me the same way. I'll be mad.
Everybody. I don't think it's just you.
Yeah. Okay, come on with it.
And I gotta go to the other screen. So curiosity starts in school, and then they try and train young girls like high schoolers, seeking middle schoolers to try to like on each other. So it take these older ones that's interested probably from something that they saw from their outside, then they bring it and look for their prey in the younger ones to try to introduce them to this life that they're showing interest in from experience, probably.
And you know what? I was looking up some stuff, how they got different people going to schools dressed in girl clothes and all kind of stuff to want to talk to the class and all this old type of stuff. And then and it's the whole thing. How Joker is like that tell you the plan. You trying to confuse kids at a young age. You got cartoons, two males and two so-called females kissing. You got so much stuff like Booster said. Little kids shouldn't be exposed to a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, half of the kisses that the cartoon thing was on the cheek. And even when
Now they around here rolling tongues in each other's mouth.
even when that skunk used to be chasing out that girl, be running away from him. It'd be a hug all the time, and he'd be kissing on the side of her head. And right now he a whole predator. We don't realize he was a predator growing up. He was a whole predator. Who chasing out the woman all day, kissing her, and she telling you to stop.
What was his name? Pepe Le Pew?
Yeah. And see,
yeah, that was
a lot of men was taught like this through the early social media type thing. And then when they start acting like this, then you say, oh no, we won't throw you in jail now. So a lot of people was confused on how they were raised, the stuff you allowed them to see, and the stuff you put on TV.
Yep. And she said this was a great conversation that needed to be said and discussed. Mm-hmm. Maybe someone can get something from it. You can learn from animals if you pay close attention, but people tend to cover up stuff. Right. I remember that time there was a tsunami. I don't know if that was in China or where, but all the animals started just moving to higher ground, and nobody really noticed that the animals felt the trouble coming. They start moving to higher ground.
Guess what? If you look outside, ants do the same thing. They cover up their mounds. You know how you see them holes and stuff? Mm-hmm. When it's out the rain, if you go to see an ant bed and it seems like it's covered all up, that's because they prepare for the rain. They already know when the rain coming. People don't even look at it. You can look at it.
So what the little holes mean?
No, they open for business. They going out the holes and they coming in, they working, they getting stuff in, they hunting, they doing all that. But once they close them holes up, they already know what's finna happen. They done move farther in they tunnels underground, and they covering up that for that little rain coming through and all that. People don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I did this show, because this is one show that when both of us thought about it, we ain't never did this show, and both of us got said, you know what?
That might be pretty good. We talk about this stuff.
I was watching something on YouTube, and I said, you know what? You know what I'm saying? And I said, okay, yep. And there's a big YouTuber, and you know, I follow him, and what's his name, but he good people. And I think he followed me a little bit. He be watching every now and then. So, you know, it is what it is. But one day I'm gonna mess around and do a show with, because I like the type of stuff he come up with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Terrence said, when I was in junior high, I wanted 2 of my teachers to teach me. That's the stuff we're talking about.
I knew it.
When
he said that junior high, I knew where he was going. I knew where he was going. Last but not least.
So women inviting you into threesomes.
Last but not least.
Period. That's it.
Women inviting you into threesomes, and that what happens into a lot of women quarters these days. They having a lot of women that's inviting them into these type of rooms, you know what I'm saying? And what we're gonna do for the next, you know, every time we come up next week or whatever, we're going to come up with some great ideas, some great topics. Because, you know, man, been going, you know what I'm saying? Hair been getting
things
a little...
people express themselves.
That wisdom, we're going to get that thing going. But I think that's a thing. Like, you know, a lot of women, we talked about that, you know, inviting you into these threesomes because they be wanting to turn you out.
To these swinger parties.
Yeah. They be like, you ain't never been to a swinger party? What, girl? It's cool. You ain't got to do nothing.
Nothing.
They put you in there. They thought you got to do put that dick in your hand. You ain't got to do nothing. Somebody gonna do something to you though, whether you know it or not.
Everybody get a piece of the pie.
I'm telling dudes just walking by you naked, swinging their thing. Yeah, baby, how you doing? That part. So how they say the show wasn't right, but the only thing about it, the show can't go on forever.
That part.
So don't forget to like and share and
subscribe.
all this stuff. And this was a nice show, and I kind of enjoyed talking something totally different than what we had ever talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mess around and get me another subject like this here.
And just said a bunch of unsatisfied people. I don't need any help in that area at all. They want you. They trying to be. They want you to be their special guest.
Yeah. So, yeah. So sometimes it just they look. Sometimes these jokers be trying to give you a gift for somebody's birthday, somebody's Christmas present, somebody's New Year's Eve gift, somebody's spring break. So, sometimes these women go on these spring break trips out of town and things and meet the right dude in his own, or to meet the right dudes. Foursomes, fivesomes.
Did you sneeze or did you say an S?
People don't know about
I hope
that.
You sneeze and didn't say an S on dude.
Fivesomes and all that type of stuff. We might be talking about threesome, but it's foursome, fivesomes and stuff like that going on too. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like I said, strip club.
Okay.
Then taught them there a lot of stuff. Done seen a lot of stuff. Club life, all that. You done seen a lot of stuff. And being a security, I done seen a lot of stuff.
Especially outside, ain't it?
Outside and inside.
Ooh, there it is.
Swingers or people that don't get turned on the swing.
The swing. They were left out. The devil is alive.
But look, I'm gonna tell you.
No, she said swingers are people that didn't get a turn on the swing. Left out.
Hey, look, and I'm gonna tell you what that is too. Just like you said, swingers sometimes people like how people have their little bucket list. Sometimes people want to do something before they
fulfill their fantasy.
They at the end of their life, they like, I always wanted to do.
I always wanted
to do that, and they be shit. You find swingers in their 60s and 70s, and they be 1 foot in the goddamn what's name, but they want to do
and the other one on a banana peel.
I'll tell you. So I think we had a great show. It was a great one. I mean, I really liked it, and we're gonna have to come up with a good one to match this one, because
put it in different terms, not to offend anyone.
I mean, I don't think anybody that watch me get too offended now.
They can't. They can't possibly be offended.
Yeah, because
now when you on fire.
Look, I don't know no better. So
I see.
They say that
you don't care no better. That does not have to do with no better. You don't care no better.
I got to care because guess what? I don't even cuss that much. So I got to care.
You growing up. It's called aging. Like fine wine, you're aging.
I think I can get my point across.
It comes with aging and maturity. You growing up.
So as I yawn is letting me know.
Has been gone for a long time.
as I yawn, is let me know it's about that time to get to the end of the place where you be like, you know what?
Well, we're here.
It's time to go to sleep or something like that.
That part. Well,
You know?
look, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. But I
Yeah.
think we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Trip out big splash, baby.
Next Tuesday, you heard them. At 8 o'clock. What is next Tuesday? It ain't Christmas, is it?
Christmas
When is next Tuesday? It might be close.
That's Christmas Eve. We'll do a short show.
When Christmas is?
Ho, ho, ho. Christmas is next Wednesday.
Wow.
We're going to talk about it. Santa Claus, black man. Just kidding.
I got to do a lot of work.
So you're not going to be able to slide down your chimneys, huh?
You bring out the worst in people.
That's true, Angela. I agree.
And how they say?
Listen. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about?
He cold.
She belongs to the streets.
Bye, Felicia. Y'all fancy.
We'll see y'all next week, next Tuesday. Be there or be sure, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see y'all next time. Man, we up out of this thing. You gotta throw your peace sign up. We out of here. Peace. We out of here.